Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be taking in version number 2, upload number 2 of this, the Tien and Roshi. We do have the Krillin and 18 on the team as well, but we're going to avoid kind of building them up and getting their passive off and getting the additionals, etc. They're mainly here purely for support for these two because these two units share pretty much almost identical links. So that's why they're here. Like I said, we're going to avoid building them up because of course we're going to do that in a separate video. That's the only thing we're doing all this again. I have all these easy aid, I kind of know what they can do. You know, just not with, you know, extra support units, which the UI Goku is going to be doing. He's going to be giving Tien and Roshi an extra ki +3, and of course that attack and defense plus 30% for Universe Survival Saga category allies. Of course the Tien and Roshi are. So as I said, we're bringing these two so we can build or get the links off with these two because they pretty much link almost identical to each other. So it's a good rotation to run, but we're going to try and avoid building them up as much as possible. So in terms of what they can do, Earthlings category ki +3 and HP and attack and defense plus 77%, or tech types ki +3, HP and attack and defense plus 50%. You're probably not going to really be taking them for their leader skill, in all honesty. On super attack, they cause supreme damage to enemy. Seal super attack, which can be useful, you know, especially in, you know, how Goku and Frieza work as well. Also sealing is useful to do. Unfortunately, it's been years since a lot of events you can actually seal and stun. So you're mainly going to be using that, and I mean, it will come in useful in SBR and ESBR, so at least it will be handy somewhere. And also they lower attack and defense, which is another thing that's useful for the likes of SBR and ESBR. They lower attack and defense by 20% for 3 turns. On their passive, attack and defense plus 70%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 20% with each attack received up to 70%. So you're going to be able to get that off, what, in 4 turns, because 3 turns is 60%. Yeah, we'll be able to get that very, very quickly. Reps Universe 7 category allies as well, ki +3 and attack and defense plus 40%. Like the UI Goku, they're a very good support as well, as long as along with being, you know, a pretty decent, you know, free to play option as well for Reps Universe 7 as well. Which, I mean, we've been using. We used it for the UI Goku, we used it for Goku and Frieza. You know, we've been seeing their support side coming off in other videos as well, so we've already seen a glimpse into that. So in terms of their links, you know, Experienced Fighter, Brainiacs, Tough as Nails, Cold Judgment, Solid Support, Tournament Power, Shan't the Limit. They're not the greatest of links. As I said, they share a lot of them with these two here. In terms of their categories, again, they don't have many categories, and you probably won't be taking these on a lot of these categories unless you're missing a lot of options. Universe Survival Saga and Reps Universe 7, which of course they're going to work really, really well on, especially if you deck out Universe Survival Saga with loads of Reps Universe 7 category allies to get that part of the passive of. Joined Forces, Earthlings, which you could run them on obviously because there's not really good Earthling units to run. And then Battle of Wits, so you're probably mainly going to be running them on Universe Survival Saga and Reps Universe 7 respectively, again because of their passive. But let's take them into the round number 2 of a showcase. We have them on rotation now, and LRUI Goku pretty much understood the assignment of me not wanting to build up the Krillin and 18 because he pretty much one-shot the first part of this event, which is good. We want to save them for their own video, but in terms of immediately what they start with, 183k attack, which is pretty good. Remember, this is a free-to-play unit, so immediately on turn 1, 183k attack stat, 86k defense, which is okay, but again, free-to-play unit, keep that in mind. That's a good attack stat to start off with. I've also bought Boo as well, just because I don't want to be rushing through the event too quickly. We're probably still going to absolutely walk through it and pretty quickly, but I kind of wanted to kind of decrease the time, you know, in terms of how quick we're going to be going through this event. So I took Vegeta off for Boo. To be fair, he actually does link somewhat with literally the Brainiacs link. So we've got 4 links off right now, which is Experienced Fighter, Brainiac, Solid Support, and Tournament of Power. Of course, we need them to be hit, so we do need to put them up here. So we will lose the Brainiac link, but as I said, we do need them to receive attacks in order to build up their passive. They need to be hit 4 times, so we can immediately get that stacked already, because Goku's going to be attacking these two 4 times already. So that's that comes in handy. Get their attack and defense immediately up to that 70% they stack up to. That's quite handy for the video. It's like this event just knows what I need. It knew, the LRUI Goku in the beginning knew that I didn't want to build up Krillin and 18. Immediately 2 million attack stat. That's really good. 1.7 million crit as well. Now you're just showing off. 2 million attack stat immediately on turn 1. To be fair, they did receive 2 attacks off the bat, so their attack and defense was immediately built up there. But 2 million attack stat after 2 attacks. That's really good. Not to mention as well, they lower the while that it doesn't take place in this event, because you can't do that here. You can't seal, stun, or lower attack and defense in this event, in this Dokkan event. Don't forget, they lower attack and defense as well. So in the likes of ESBR and that, they're really going to be quite a somewhat versatile unit, you know. Well, not versatile, but a very useful unit, while having, you know, some slight, you know, versatility in terms of, you know, lowering attack and defense, which is highly useful for those type of events, and also being a support, while being a solid free-to-play option themselves. Again, if you're a free-to-play player and, you know, you're missing a lot of the units, or you save your stones for huge celebrations, which you probably would have saved your stones for year 6 and summoned here. If you're missing a lot of the big premium units for Reps Universe 7, these free-to-play options are actually really, really good units and good choices to run for free-to-play players. That's no joke as well. They are very good options to run. These EZAs have made these units very good, viable options. So if you're a free-to-play player and you're missing a lot of the big hitters, the big units, or maybe you only have a handful or a couple of them, these units are good options to run. Very good options to run. UI Goku, this Tien and Roshi, you know, Krillin and 18, yes, they're a little bit risky in LG at some points, just because they don't have the best of defense. Roshi's amazing. We've already seen the UI Goku. They're good options. They're really good options. We do have support from Goku now. We don't have the Krillin and 18 on rotation, to be fair, so we can't get all their links off. And I don't think we're gonna... I think they share the rest of the links. I know that their links are very similar. So they're missing the Tough as Nails. They do have Cold Judgment. And what's the other link we're missing? Is Brainiacs, right? The only link we wouldn't have got off would have been Tough as Nails. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, we might be able to get them on rotation one more time. Or get them on rotation once before we actually beat UI Goku here. But we're going to get an Ultra Super off with Goku and Frieza. Unfortunately, we can't stop it. But with Goku on rotation and also built up their passive maximum, we're up to 326k attack stat. We're up to 151k on defense. That's very good. That is very, very good. In terms of their attack stat as well, they're keeping up with some big, heavy hitters. They really are. Of course, after the orbs, we're up to 470k attack stat, I think that was. Of course, they're getting the bonus attack and defense from Goku, which is 30%. They're very, very good. What's their attack stat up to on Super? Okay, no, we're being Super first. We have to wait. We have to wait. How much damage are you going to take here? 100k? It's not bad. 2.8 million attack stat. So on rotation, with their passive fully built up, and also with that UI Goku on rotation as a support unit, they're up to 2.8 million on super attack, which is pretty good. Pretty good. And that's with, I think, what is it? 3-4 links not active currently. That's pretty good. And of course, Goku and Frieza just absolutely obliterate with the 4.3 million crit, because their damage output is ridiculous. That's very good. I mean, the links would only have done so much more. Those extra couple links only would have added to that attack stat only a little bit more than it already was. In all honesty. As I said, these free-to-play Reps Universe 7 units are so good. And the free-to-play players, you are winning here. You have got some very good units, some very viable units to run on this team, and some very good options. I'm loving these units right now. These free-to-play units are very, very good. Dokkan have done great work on this year 6 anniversary in general, but on these free-to-play units, on the content, these are insane. Of course, next video we're probably going to be testing these out because they're already here, and we can run them on rotation with these two, and then the support with UI Goku. So yeah, again, I just want to drop in apologies for getting his passive wrong. I said my mind was just in go mode probably when doing the video where I got his passive wrong, and I kind of stuck with it. Obviously, I had no reason to think I'm wrong, but I missed the semicolon, man. And this is why we're re-uploading all these videos. So again, apologies. I said I deleted the videos because I didn't want to have misinformation up on the channel. I'd rather them be exact. And also we can see what these units can actually do when having support and rotation, because I thought UI Goku was giving them, you know, attack and defense, specifically 80% because I missed the semicolon. They actually weren't getting buffs on their attack and passive, or attack and defense, shall I say, even after building up their passive, which I was meant to say specifically for these, because I got it wrong. So now we can actually see what these units can definitely and definitively do. So once again, apologies for that. As I said, I'm going to be uploading a load of videos over the next 2 days, so make sure you turn that bell on. You know if I have no new videos, because there's going to be non-stop content coming your way. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.